Did you know that there is an add-on for Home Assistant that allows you to inspect your automations? It will tell you if your automations are working, if they are disabled, but also it will visually tell you if there is an issue with some of the entities that are used to trigger something in them. So today we are going to look at Automation Inspector add-on for Home Assistant. We'll start in a couple of seconds. Sure, some of the things that I've mentioned can be done directly from within automations in Home Assistant. For example, you can see here if they are toggled on or, for example, off. Also, if there is an issue with automation, for each of the automations, you can click on three dots and look at traces, and use these traces to trace your automations. But sometimes it can take a bit of time to check if everything is working correctly, to go through the logs, configuration, changes in the steps, etc. etc. That's why Graham, the author of the AI automation suggestions, which I did cover previously on this channel, has created an awesome add-on. Very simple but very useful for every one of you that is trying to tackle the automations inside Home Assistant. Remember that this is not a configuration tool. You will not be able to use this add-on to enhance the automations, but you will be able to use it as a debugging tool or tool to check if everything is working as it should. Okay, let's start with the installation part. This is an add-on. That means that you do not need to have hacks installed inside your Home Assistant. But it does require you to run it on Home Assistant OS, because it is using some integration parts that are currently not available if you try to do that by hand. I will be leaving a link to this integration GitHub repository in the description of the video. Scroll down to the installation part, copy this URL, go to your Home Assistant, click on Settings, Add-ons. Inside Add-ons, click on Add-on Store, three dots, Repositories, and paste the URL. Click on Add. Remember, this is not a hex, but add-on repositories. Click on Close, refresh this page, and you should see Automation Inspector add-on. Click on it, click on Install, and this should be all you need to do to have it working. Since it is using Ingress, it is also tying up nicely through the security and port opening with Home Assistant. Normally, this integration uses different ports than Home Assistant, but since you will be using it inside Home Assistant OS, you do not need to do anything specific, just install it. As a typical add-on, you have option to enable or start this on boot. You can also tick it to allow watchdog so that if component fails or crashes, it automatically starts. If you want, you can add it in the sidebar, and that's pretty much all that you can do on this page. In the configuration, you have option to change the ports, if you need to do so. Currently, it is using port 1234. If, for example, you already have an add-on that is using this port, you can change it here. If not, go to Info page, click on Start, and this should be it. You can check the logs. Everything has started nicely. Let's go back to the information page, where we can click on Open Web UI, or if you have enabled it in the sidebar, just click on Automation Inspector. I prefer dark mode, so if you are like me, you can toggle it here to turn everything in the dark mode. But it makes it a bit harder to read, so let's turn it back on to the light mode. And we do not have that many options here. We can only show the automations with errors. We can decide if we want to see last run in 1 day, 10 days, month, or older than 90 days. You can search any automation based on the entity name, for example, ceiling. And we have here a list of all the automations that have ceiling in their entity name. There is also difference between the automations that are enabled or disabled. The black ones or the bold ones, the thicker letters, are the ones that are enabled, and these gray or dimmed ones are the ones that are disabled. If there is an error, you can click on the icon and it will automatically open the automation itself. For example, let's look at this one here. But yeah, this system is brand new and more or less everything looks like it is working. So let's jump into the system where I do have missing entities. Here's the system that I'm using for recording, and a lot of entities here are missing. For example, we can see here that this entity is here, but the last run has been in 2020. So there is an issue there, and it's not tied with the sensor entity. On the other hand, this Luca Room mold warning has been run last time in the November of 2024. We can see that this entity is not available anymore. If we click on the entity name, it will open the developer tools in the state so we can see or try to find that entity, for example, mold. But since this entity is not available anymore, we can go to the automation and here edit the entity name, this one here, and replace it with the entity that does actually exist. For example, this integration front door is open, we can see that it is missing two entities, or in this warmer outside, we have living room temperature entity available, but the balcony temperature sensor is not available. And based on this, we can see if there is something wrong in the automation, or if the entity is missing because the device has been offline, battery is down, or for example, we removed that device and now the automation simply cannot work because it's missing part of the condition or trigger. This is a pretty simple add-on, but it can really help you with tracking or debugging your current automations and see if there is anything wrong with them even before they are run. Let's see some of the key features. It creates a dependency map, it lists all of the automations with all the entities they reference, and they can be either triggers, condition, or actions. Because even if something is triggered, maybe the condition part or condition entity is missing and automation will fail. Or if both trigger and condition exist, but the action part is missing, it will be triggered but there will be no service or action call. We can quite easily see the health status, if the entity is unavailable or unknown. Unavailable means that the device exists in Home Assistant, but it doesn't have any kind of reference or is missing attributes or data or state, while the unknown means that the system even doesn't know what entity this should be. We can see live values. For example, for the temperature sensors, we see the current entity for the temperature sensor in the Fahrenheit or Celsius, depending on your system. We can easily one-click trace or edit the automation by clicking the link, or once again we can click on the entity name and see the state of the entity inside developer tools. You can toggle and see only the rows with broken dependencies. You can manually reload the current snapshot of the automations. The disabled automations are grayed out. There is a counter for total automations, entities, and errors. So at a glance you can see how many of your existing number of automations do have errors, and we did play with the dark and light mode. But there is also a couple of things on the roadmap for future implementation inside the add-on. For example, one of them is auto refresh, where you will be able to configure the interval when the add-on will update the list of entities and automations. The second thing on the roadmap is customizable panel for native theming. CSV or Markdown export for you to be able to export or download this list of missing entities. Then option to add tag on area filters. And maybe in the future we will also be able to see notification for dependency failures. And this makes this add-on really awesome for your daily, weekly or monthly maintenance of Home Assistant. If you run it in the last one day, you will only see automations that have been run in the last one day. But for example, you can only look at automations that haven't been run in the last 30 days, because that means that there is potentially problem with the trigger, and because of that, unfortunately, the automation is not running. That means that no matter what way you use this add-on, it will help you maintain and keep your Home Assistant or smart home running better. Thanks to Graham for once again creating an awesome add-on for Home Assistant. Actually, this AI automation suggestion is not an add-on for Home Assistant, it's a HACS integration, but still, going from this to ability to at a glance see the state of our automations in Home Assistant really helps us maintain our smart home. I really do hope that you did enjoy this video, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any kind of a comment or a question, you can as always leave it down in a comment section below. And before I wrap up the video, I want to say thanks to all those wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. But let's not forget each and every one of you who has watched, shared, liked or commented on my videos. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member for only €2 or $2 per month. or you can go to my merchandise store and get something there. Last but not least, you can always send me super thanks and I will be super thankful for that. I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun.